Woke up in the middle of the night to him pissing in the corner of my room and sent videos of us naked and whatnot to her friends and others. Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you guys are new. Hello, my name is Amanda. As you guys could tell by the title of today's video, I am going to be reading some of your guys' worst roommate situations. Obviously, you know, a lot of times when you go off to college and everything like that, you expect to have like the perfect ideal roommate situation, but obviously we all know life isn't perfect, the world isn't perfect, college isn't perfect. So the chances of you having like the most perfect roommate in the world, not very likely, but you know, you could always get lucky. So I'm not trying to like get everyone's hopes down, because it is possible, because I've had my fair share of horrible roommates, but I've also had my fair share of really good roommates. One of them actually being my friend Alexis, whose wedding that I was in a couple years ago, and she was actually one of my roommates when I was in college in Indiana. So take what life gives you, and yeah. So before we get started, make sure as always to hit the little subscribe button down below and hit the bell next to it so you're notified every time that I upload a brand new video to YouTube. So I asked you guys on my Snapchat story and my Instagram story to send me some of your worst roommate situations you guys have ever been in. So obviously this is all gonna be anonymous, don't worry. Definitely follow me on Snapchat and Instagram. I will have the links to both of them down below, so then you guys can be a part of maybe a part 2 or any other thing that I ask of you guys to do, like a little story time or anything like that. You guys can definitely be involved in my videos that way by following me on Instagram or Snapchat. In my Snapchat and in my Instagram, actually, I put a link to this app called YOLO, and it's where you can send anonymous messages. So if people didn't want to send it to me on Instagram, they could just send it to me here because they're like completely anonymous. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off with the ones on the YOLO app. Worst roommate situations. My current situation. Yikes. Well, you know, I don't really know exactly what that is because I didn't go into detail, but I'm sorry and I hope you get out of that soon. I had a roommate that was matched with my best friend and me through our apartment complex's compatibility survey. She ended up putting hidden cameras all over the townhouse and sent videos of us naked and whatnot to her friends and others. That's illegal. I really hope that you, sued. Because, you know, that's actually a normal situation to sue your roommate in. Summer roommate, random dude who never left his room, not even a shower. Sometimes left to get food to bring back into his room, and his room literally smelled like dog shit, and so did he. I'm so sorry, but you know, at least you didn't have to share the room with him. My old housemate and I were both out one night. He got home before I did, and I found him passed out in my room. I left him there and I slept in my bed that night. Woke up in the middle of the night to him pissing in the corner of my room. What? Oh my god. Okay, I feel like I've heard a story like this before. I wonder who this is from, because I feel like I've heard this before. But I don't even know like what I would do in that situation. Like, what would you do if you just woke up in the middle of the night and like your housemate was peeing in the corner of your room? Like, it's not even his room, it's your room. Like, what, like, it's the middle of the night. I don't even know what I would do in that situation. All right, and on to the ones from Instagram. At SJC, OMG, my roommate clipped her toenails in my bed and put them under my pillow, and then spilled oatmeal in my bed and covered it up with a towel. And then I went to Purdue for a weekend and came home to a boy in my bed, in your bed, a random boy, and she was nowhere to be found, and he said she told him he could sleep in my bed. I want to know who this was. You need to let me know who it was, because I'm curious. Ew. Why? What? Like, what? Was she out to get you or something? Like, what? Ugh, I had a terrible roommate. My first day in the apartment, I walked down and there's a guy in the apartment. And then throughout the time in the apartment, she would try to take my space in the cabinets. She called 911 about carbon monoxide and I had to leave the apartment. She would always be in the kitchen with her boyfriend all weekend. I know what that's like. And the final thing was when she turned the heat on to 90 on a day when it was 106 and I was moving out. Bro, what? Like, first of all, if you like don't know like there's a guy in the apartment, like, yeah, that's kind of weird. Well, like, if you don't know there's any guests in the apartment, that's kind of weird. And then I hate when people try to take up your space in the kitchen. People need their space in the kitchen. Yeah, girl, I know how it's like to have your roommate there with their significant other in the apartment in the common area all the time, so trust me, I feel. Oh my god, okay, this one is long. Oh my god, there's 2 messages. I had the worst roommate ever my freshman year of college. She was a friend of my sister's who seemed really nice, so I became her roommate without really knowing her or talking much to her beforehand. Everything was fine until she just started to refuse to clean up after herself. She would cook and leave the dirty pans on the stove and the dishes in the sink. One time she left a dirty crock pot on the counter for days and me and the other 2 roommates had to deal with bugs because of it. Toward the end of the lease, she would just live with her boyfriend and only come home to do laundry. One day she came with her boyfriend in 2 separate cars to get her stuff before moving. She packed up her room and then like maybe 10 things from the common areas. By that time, only myself and one other girl was living there. We thought she was going to come back to get the rest of her stuff, but she didn't. On move out day, we had to clean so much of her shit. She left holes in all of the walls from nails and she never filled them in and we didn't want to be charged. The other roommate had work that day, so I was forced to be the one to clean up. I had so many breakdowns that day and I was incredibly stressed. When I texted this bad roommate, she claimed that none of the stuff was hers and she tried to blame our roommates that had moved out months before. I knew for a fact it was her and I was pissed. I ended up having to move out late because of her and I got a fee added. I called the office and some lady told me the fee was $175, so I asked the girl for it. She refused, so I sent pictures of the clean apartment and thanked her for helping me so much with cleaning. She immediately Venmo'd me $175. The fee ended up being only $75, so I got $100 from dealing with her BS the entire year. Bruh. Oh my god. Oh my god, I totally wish that, okay, that sounds so much like this, one of my like neighbors when I first transferred to Davis, her housemates were disgusting and they left like so many, like they left like crock pots and like other things in the sink, and like I understand if you leave it like overnight or like, you know, for a little bit, you know, but like they left it there for like days. And on even days, the days turn into weeks and then the weeks turn into months. I wish she like sent me like a thing about it because I totally like thought about this when I read this. That is disgusting. I hate when roommates don't clean up after themselves when you're moving out. Oh girl. I mean, at least you got $100, but this one, she's just exposing herself. Girl, I was the worst roommate, but we can ignore that and just enjoy the story. One time I got so drunk I ate peanut butter that wasn't even mine out of the container, topless in my kitchen on a Thursday night at 2 a.m. after mojito night, and my roommate and her boyfriend walked in and were just like, Jesus Christ, you're a mess. 0 regrets, 11 out of 10 would do again. Not my roommate, but my friend's roommate. I'll keep it short. My friend was eating her food she brought from the dining hall and her roommate came in from taking a shower and took out her used tampon right in front of my friend who, yes, was eating the food she brought back, and her roommate didn't see the issue. Alright guys, so that is all of the bad roommate stories that I have for today's video. If you guys like this video, please make sure as always to give it a thumbs up for me and comment down below like what are some of like your horrible roommate situations that you've had to experience, or like if you guys want me to do a part 2 or if you guys want me to do any other thing like this, please let me know in the comments down below. I would love to hear them. As always, hit the subscribe button down below and make sure to follow me on all of my social media platforms. I'm so sorry that I have been so MIA lately. I just was in like a huge slump last week and like I just had no motivation to like literally do anything. So, but I am trying to get back into the swing of things now and trying to get back into a routine and be more productive, everything like that. So please leave any other video suggestions that you have for me down in the comments down below, and I will see you guys in next time's video. Bye guys.